Hey beauties, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Winnie. In today's video, we're going to be making this beautiful shift gown with smoke at the waist area. It is very easy to make and it is beginner friendly. So if this is what you would love to learn, definitely keep on watching. Like my videos, share with your family and friends, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out anytime I upload a new tutorial. And without too much talking, let's get to the honey of the video. Let's go. I love you. Hey beauty, welcome to my channel. So to make this kind of dress, you need about 2 yards of fabric if you are using flower crepe like mine. But if it's Ankara that you are using, you are going to be needing about 3 yards. So I've just folded my fabric from the edge to about 22 inches, which is where my sleeve is going to stop. And once that was done, I marked my shoulder slope of 2.5 inches and then I connected that with a slant. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to measure out my sleeve opening. So whatever the circumference around where you want your sleeve to be is, you're going to add about 3 inches to that because this sleeve is very free. All right, so now the next thing I'm doing is to mark my bust point area, and so I'm going to just eyeball it, measure my bust and add about 4 inches to that. Or from the sleeve opening, you can just come in by about 6 inches. So once that is done, I think that one is better. After marking your sleeve opening, just come inside by about 6 inches and then you just go ahead and slant it to the down part. So I'm just trying to pin it because it is very difficult to work with a crepe fabric that is like this, a flowery crepe. It will just be, it will be shifting and shifting, so you have to pin everything. So now the next thing I'm doing is to measure out the length of my gown. So the full length of my gown, whatever you have as the full length of your gown, you are going to add about 2 inches to that. All right, for hemming allowance also. So once that is done, I mark that, I chalk that, and then from that sleeve opening area, I'm just going to slant it just like an A-line kind of slanting. All right, I'm just going to slant it all the way to the length of the gown. All right, so once that is done, I will just go ahead and cut it all out. If you are new to my channel, you are welcome to the channel of beautiful people. On here we do everything DIY about garment making, from beading to dressmaking to fabric painting, what have you, everything DIY about garment construction. All right, and if you are willing to join this family, which I know you would be because I love you here, so please subscribe, like my videos, share with your family and friends. You can also drop your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know whether you enjoyed watching the tutorial, whether it was helpful. I would love to hear from you, and it also helps my video to be pushed to a larger audience. All right, so thank you as you do that. So now I'm done cutting now, so I'm just trying to cut out the shoulder slope now. So I'm also attaching pins just to make sure that everything stays in place. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my neck width of 3 inches. You can use 3.5, you can use 4 inches depending on your customer's preference. Then my neck depth, I'm going to be using 1.5 inches. So I'm trying to make sure that my neck is wide enough, because at the shoulder area we're not going to be sewing with ½ inch, we're going to be sewing with more than ½ inch because we want to also create a casing for it. So now I've gone to the floor now so that I can use the first piece that I cut to cut out the back piece. So you can pick any side, it's the same thing. You can use one for the front, one for the back, just that the neckline is going to be different. All right, so I think I enjoyed cutting this on the floor more because everything just stayed in place. It was not like shifting like it was on the table. All right, so I just placed the other one that I cut earlier on top of it, and then I went ahead to trace it all around. It's the exact same thing. All you need to do is to just fold your fabric and replicate what you've cut earlier, just place it on top of it and cut it exactly the same way. All right, it is very, very easy. So what I'm doing now is that I'm just trying to take my time. I'm cutting it. Don't mind that Odia girl, don't mind that, she's always crying. So back to our tutorial, Jare. I've gone to the table, so I'm just trying to cut out the front neckline. So I went down by okay, this is the back. I wanted to slit the back, so I went down by 6 inches and then I slitted the back, and then this is the front. I'm going to be cutting the front neckline now. So for the front, I went down by about 4 inches. All right, I went down by about 4 inches because I wanted the neck to be wide enough so that by the time we hold our shoulder, the neck will still be normal. All right, you will understand what I am saying as time goes on. So we are done cutting now. The next thing we want to do is to work on the smoke part. So if you check the picture, the video that we are working with properly, you will notice that the smoke started from the under bust. So I am going to be marking out my where the under bust stops from the neck, from the tip of the neck. I'm going to be chalking where the under bust stops, and then I'm going to mark my half length, and then I'm going to count about 4 inches away from my half length. So that is where it's going to stop. 4 inches away from my half length, that is where it's going to stop. So it's going to stop just right before my hip here. It's going to sit on the hip area. I hope you understand. So once that is done, from the under bust to the place that is going to stop, I just marked about half inch interval, just like that, half-inch interval, and then I'm ruling it out with my ruler. I'm creating a straight line. This is what is going to guide us when we are doing our smoking, because you don't want your smoke to be zigzag. It has to be straight. So half inch, after measuring half inch from the under bust to where it's going to stop, you're going to draw it out into a straight line. So I'm doing it on one side. I'm going to also do it on the other side. You don't have to rush. I already told you. I always say on this channel that if you want to make a perfect dress, you shouldn't rush. As for me, if I rush any dress for a customer, they are going to know. Do you know why? Because there will be some little mistakes, little things that I did not take note of. You get? So it happens. So anytime you are creating a dress and you want it to be perfectly done, you don't need to rush. Just take your time, calm down, do it one step at a time. Okay? And this style is even very simple. You just need to take your time and do it properly, right? So once I was done doing that, I'm going to do it also on the other part of the dress. So let's go to the smoking area. This is my smoking thread. So I'm going to be taking my reeler. Instead of reeling it the normal way that we used to reel it, you are not going to reel it the normal way. You are going to use your hand to roll it inside the reeler. All right, you are going to use your hand to roll it inside the reeler, and make sure that it is not too tight when you are rolling it, because this thread does not need any tightness at all. It has to just go freely. All right, so make sure that it's not too tight by the time you are rolling it on your reeler. So roll. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just taking my time to roll it into the reeler. I want to take you through, I want to walk you through this dress so that by the time you are doing yours, it's going to be easy for you. And if you can also get a fabric and be doing it, you know, as I'm doing it, so that you can understand it. So we are done rolling now. The next thing I'm going to do is to take my shuttle, and then I am going to release it at the side. You know, there's a kind of small bolt at the side. Just loosen it a bit because it shouldn't be too tight. All right, so it has to pass freely. All right, the smoking thread has to pass freely, so it shouldn't be too tight. So just loosen it up a bit, and then by the time you pass your smoking thread, you'll feel that it is moving freely. So it was a bit difficult because I'm using a bigger screwdriver to do it here, but I eventually got a hold of it. So this is it now. I've done it. See how free the smoking thread is moving. So I'm just going to put it inside my machine, and then the thread at the top part of the machine is our normal polyester thread, the one that we use in sewing. All right, so I'm just gonna head to pass that. So I'm going to start smoking it now. So I'm going to start smoking it now, the parts that I've already drawn the line to before. So I'm going to start smoking it now. So you just have to follow the line. It's very easy. You just have to follow the line. So I'm just measuring it out just to confirm my measurement. All right, so you just have to follow it. Make sure that you don't pull it and you don't back stitch when you are doing a smoke gown. Don't back stitch and don't pull it too much. So, and then when you are sewing it, make sure you are checking whether it is elastic, because it might be stuck that do not draw again. So make sure you are pulling your dress to find out if it is elastic. So when you are done, just flip it over to the next line and then you sew. So I'm just going to leave you to keep watching now, and then when I'm done, I'll tell you the next step. So fast forward, I'm done with the smoking of the first one for the front, and I'm also done with the smoking for the back. It takes time, all right, so I don't just want to waste your time. So now the next step is to sew our shoulder. So this is the part that I was telling you about, that you should make your neck wide enough so that by the time we sew our shoulder, it's still going to be okay. So I'm going to be sewing with 0.75, that is more than ½ inch. This is because we are also using this to also serve as a casing for the shoulder area. You know, there is a rope at that shoulder area, so we are going to sew it like that. See how big that is? Almost about 1 inch. All right, so when you are done, you open it up like this, then you stitch it on the sides. You stitch it down very tiny, close to the edge. Just stitch it down like that, and then when I was done, I hemmed the the sleeve area, and then I'm just going ahead to sew it with about 1 inch on the sides. All right, so once you are done, you are just going to lose this part a bit. You know, we've already folded the end, so you are going to lose the two sides a bit at the two sides. So that is where the rope is going to enter. All right, so just lose it a bit at the tip like that. So when you are done losing, you are going to take your rope, just pass it into your needle, and then you are just going to pass it from one side, from that sleeve, the hem of the sleeve. That's where you are going to start from. So you are going to pass it all the way to the neckline area. All right, so when you are done, remove your rope. Make sure that a little rope is at the end, all right, because the rope is dangling at the end. Then pass it to the other side of the casing that we created at the shoulder area. Then you're also going to pass it out. Make sure that it's not ruched, all right, because in that video it was not ruched. So make sure that it is not ruched. Just pass it and make it straight like that. So if the person wish to ruche it, by the time she wear it, she's going to ruche it. All right, so just make sure that it is straight like this. Remove your pins, and then we are done. So the next thing that I'm going to be doing now is that I'm going to use my bias strip to hem the neckline and the opening at the slits that I opened at the neckline area at the back. So you see the way the rope is dangling. So I'm just going to do it to the other side also. So once I'm done, I'm going to use my bias to hem the neckline. So okay, I'm just showing you here that I went ahead to do it on the other side. In case you did not see it very well at the first stage, this is what I'm doing. I am losing this side. You know, we've already hemmed the tip of the sleeve, so I'm just losing a little bit, just the way I did for the first one. So I'm just losing it a little bit, and then I'm also going to pass the rope. If you are confused, you can just rewind it and watch it again to really get what I did here. Honestly, I don't really know how to explain more than I've done, but watching closely will make you understand what to do. All right, so if you don't understand, you can just rewind and then watch it all over again, and then you are going to get it. And if you have any questions, you can also drop that in the comment section. I'll be more than glad to answer all your questions. All right, so once we are done with the rope area at the sleeve, the next thing we are going to be doing is to knitting this part, this neckline part, with a bias. I'm going to be first knitting the slanted area, the slit area, and then I'll knitting the round neckline. So this was the finished look. When I was done, I gave it a very good press, and this was how it looked. The client really loved it, honestly, and it looked so beautiful. Let me show you the back. The back has a rope also at the back, something to tie it at the back. Let me quickly turn it around to the back. See, so this is it. It was so beautiful. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. Till I see you in a new one. I love you and I care. Bye.